kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa State's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Wants to throw again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Colorado's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. Happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him.
Well, when you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
This time they'll go to the running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Cyclones are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Iowa State! Snap. The end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? With jet sweep pass. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Lewis to throw. Quarterback moving. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be brought down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield. That's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. The RPO, it's complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Buffaloes want to move quickly. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucs! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the move, it's Peppers. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Catch in the middle, it's Rigby. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Rigby. At midfield, he's got room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Try and play action. He's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Peppers. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete. Looking for the end zone. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to surge it in. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And they come up with a big play to no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity.
Touchdown, Cyclones! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. On the ground, it's Bellamy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got him downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Quick pass on the jet motion. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Run in the red zone. It's Bellamy. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just going to keep it after the snap. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Red pass, it's complete.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
Got it in the middle. It's Miller.
They're trailing by 9 to Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cyclones are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll go to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Lewis wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Find space on the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touch pass on the run.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Lewis to throw. He wants it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Iowa State sending the offense back out. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
The Cyclones need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish
to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buffaloes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will get first crack at it today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to
and the defense, they've got him at the 27.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism. And
he'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. From the gun, the ground game. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes a man miss. The Cougars will move the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Houston! Set for the point afters, we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Colorado's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
Starting to feel a little pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. It's complete to the left. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Frederick. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Just drives in between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Lewis to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bellamy. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the 1st period. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Finding an escape route. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lewis wants to pass. With the catch, it's Bellamy. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Using the quick game. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
Goal line defense on fourth down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Blasted as he lets it go.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Lewis to throw. Finds his man. It's Bellamy. That little swing pass to the right was high percentage, low productivity.
And you see this a lot in college football. This is like a run now. This is an outside run. I'm going to dump it to the running back really quickly to try to get him on the perimeter in space. It didn't work. The defense was ready for it, came up and made a nice tackle.
And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Backed up now, here's second and long. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got an open man, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Lewis wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Tompkins. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The give to the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Touchdown, Colorado! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll give it to the back. Creates a little room. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our... Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shit. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get...
Touchdown, Houston. They take the lead with the 6. Ready to try the point after.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First and 10. The give out of the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Bellamy. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do they do?
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless. Converts on fourth down. Still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
To the air on second down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got the quick pass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense goes on the attack on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Frederick. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Back open in the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. Lewis wants to pass. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And he goes at the 18. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time. He comes out throwing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Fires left. It's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. His head is spinning. On third and short, the power run here. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fakes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Houston has it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It'll be third and long. They want to throw it. And he was drilled just as he... The pass, it's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Now on the option. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Lewis wants to pass. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
With this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Got the 1st down and more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Miller.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Fires to the tight end. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even if